All right, Coach, it is a cold night in western Pennsylvania as we bring you inside Heinz Field here in Pittsburgh. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hey, Haywood. Recon, 132, 5.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Blue draw quarter. Kill. Back. Monday. Hey, wahoo!
From the gun, it's Rosen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And he's got Rome. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Touchdown, Tennessee. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this is good. Our score, 7-0, Tennessee. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
On 3rd down, Rosen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. One. Smoke. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
49's the mark. 22 Jet Bomber. 22 Jet Bomber. Joker. Kill. 3.
3rd and long here for Mariota. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Let's go.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking it. And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
54's Mike. Check. 54. Army.
To throw is Mariota. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. T.J. Watt in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the gun, Mariota. Pressure too great, and he goes down once more. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check 43.
Middle.
38, Mike, 38.
In your face. Hey, exit.
Go race to Mike.
To throw is Rosen. Throw complete to Herndon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Rosen now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
Bravo.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Yeah.
Here's Rosen. Herndon's got it complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4.
Mike 27, Mike. Alpha. Check Mike, check Mike. Hey, check Mike 27, check Mike 27. All day, every day, any day.
Again, it's Rosen. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 41-yard line. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Hey, quarter, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Hatchet.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Hey, Echo.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 80. I got you.
Right.
55.
Right.
Throwing again, it's Rosen. There's the Penn State man, it's Chris Godwin. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Quarter.
Hey, Delta.
Hey, check Mike. Watch 55. Ricky. 55's Mike, guys. 55. Alert. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Here.
Rosen to throw again. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
3, 1.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And this one complete to Smith. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Bravo! 49 to Mike. 49.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota flushed, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long.
One.
That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. On now is the Titans punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And out of bounds, this will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Hey, box truck.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Hey, quarter. Check 24. Watch
From midfield now, here's Rosen. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Rosen now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Motion.
Hey, Zoo.
Right there in the middle. 55. I'm coming. Right 55. Alert. Let's go one more.
Now Rosen looking to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
One. One.
Alpha. Here we go.
First down, Mariota. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
I got you, boy.
One.
One set. Check right. 54. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
Throwing, Mariota. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Max Crosby, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Go. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. So don't say nothing.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. 21 yards there on 3rd down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Mariota on first down. Completes it to Davis. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On now is the Titans punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 30. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here. 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Rosen now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
Hey, Haywood.
Here I come. Check, 55. Check, 55.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
55. Right there in the middle. 55. And let's pin.
Hug.
Full strength.
What do you got?
55.
Here's Rosen to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Now for the point after. And that makes it 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl. And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Mariota now from the 50. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Not today. SOS. Right there. One. 54 Mike. What we got? Three. He's coming. We got double up.
Final play of the half here. Mariota escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
On third down, Mariota. The open man is Smith. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Mariota now to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Brown. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. It's caught. Smith. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Quiet, 64, weak. One. Exit.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota flushed out right. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you've got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Check 55, Mike.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Rosen. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Bound to lose 1. Mike 55. Hey, alert. Smooth. All right. Mike 55.
And now it's Rosen looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. He's at the 30, past the 20, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chris Godwin, 82 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Mike's by 4. 3. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Down top. 54. Watch 54. Get that quarterback at all costs.
To try again after the sack. Mariota. And he's going to go down again.
A loss of 9 on the sack. And it's 3rd down.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long.
Charlie. Hey, check 25.
From the gun, Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Ed Oliver. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
The Steelers take over the 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Nice, sweetheart. Hey, alert. 5. Check 5. Watching you.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Watch his flag. He's crossing. Check the crack.
Hey, seam 6.
Mike by 5. Mike 55. Mike by 5. All day, dog. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Watch QB drop. 80.
Hey, orbit.
55 to Mike.
Now Rosen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Danny. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Here we go. Corner. Here we go. Mike, 55. Mike, 55. Let's go, Jay. We got this.
On 3rd down, Rosen. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys are always taught, find the 1st down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the 1st down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the 1st down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Mariota to throw it. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All day. Check safety, check safety.
They'll keep it on the ground. Posey. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Right here, right here.
On 3rd down, Posey, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
49, 49, guys. Mike, 48. 49's the Mike.
Here's Mariota. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And now another one thrown incomplete. Artie Burns, former first-rounder, there to break that one up. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Tonight, 80.
Check 55 to Mike. You remember me? You remember me?
They'll run on first down. Posey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. Posey. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get this, get this.
1.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Coming. Shoot.
Charlie, 2.
Check.
Throwing is Mariota. Steps away to his left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Get that quarterback D-line. Get that quarterback D-line. 1.
Tighten up.
3.
Mike 5-4. It's our time. This is our time, guys. It's our time. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Yeah.
To throw is Mariota. He goes full extension, and he's got it. He got 29 yards that time.
But simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 9-yard touchdown run as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back, and they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out, they'll try to increase the pressure.
After the sack on first down, Rosen. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Here we go. Run down.
Mike 55, check, 55, Mike.
Here it comes.
55 to Mike.
Third and long here for Rosen. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The defense did their job. Fourth quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
Check. One.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49. That's the pass.
One.
A first down carry for Henry. And some room to work. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Check pass.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rosen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Here we go.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
Here we go.
Now whistles here before the snap, but it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start.
Hey, box drop. Don't get nervous now. Right. Begin to turn you up. Don't get nervous. Hug. Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Mike 55. Right there.
Hey, Zoo.
Too little, Captain. Mike 55. Come on, baby.
They're going on 4th down. Rosen. And that is incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Mariota hands to Henry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mariota. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
First down, Tennessee.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mariota gives to Henry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 21-yard line.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for the Titans, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the losses continue to mount as they drop to